From wild theories to origin stories, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was basically a journey of self-discovery and conquering inner struggles for the Guardians. And it left us all wondering more, like how this might be the dreadful end of the MCU's original lineup of Guardians. The squad has undergone only minor modifications throughout Phase 3 and Phase 4. With the Guardians of the Galaxy film released in 2014, the Guardian squad included Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax the Destroyer in the first feature. That crew was then seen in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but this time with two new characters, Mantis and Nebula. Since then, that cast has appeared in Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and most recently Thor: Love and Thunder. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will, however, be their final feature as a group. James Gunn has mentioned numerous times that the threequel concludes the original version of the team, paving the way for a new team in Guardians of the Galaxy 4. This has sparked a lot of speculations about what would happen when the film's main characters leave the Guardians team or the MCU entirely. With the trilogy, James Gunn transformed lesser-known comic book characters into front-running names with the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. And now that the story of the original Guardians team is coming to an end, let's hope Marvel can recreate their success with the next Guardians team. But with the release of the trailer, some of the earlier speculations have turned into full-blown theories. The biggest ones about how this movie could be Marvel's biggest massacre yet. The conclusion drawn by most Marvel fans when watching is that something bad will happen to one of the most beloved characters. And we know the MCU isn't afraid to kill off its main characters, as long as it plays a role in the narrative, even though some of them don't stay dead for long. And the character that's predicted to die this time is Rocket. The film will look at Rocket's life, something Gunn himself had revealed a couple of years ago, and dive into whether he's going to find his happy ending or just leave the team. And following that speculation, there's another speculation that might be interesting to you, which is the discussion of the origins of Rocket. Rocket Raccoon's origins have so far remained a complete mystery. He's hinted at being the result of a shady research experiment. His snarly, sharp temper also suggests a more feral past, which James Gunn has said will be addressed in future installments. This strongly suggests that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will finally put part of the mystery surrounding the fan-favorite character to bed. Although Gunn used the word sagas while discussing Rocket's story, hinting that the reveal may be pushed forward for a spin-off film, the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will delve deeper into Rocket, with a glimpse of him as a child. Rocket's past has yet to be explored, as the original Guardians of the Galaxy only teased the scars on his back from previous experiments. Gunn has confirmed that this aspect of Rocket's backstory is linked to where his entire story is going, so it should be an important component of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's plot. Some believe that Rocket Raccoon's ties to Adam Warlock or the High Evolutionary are potential reasons. And another rumor comes in the form of Adam Warlock making a return. The film features a returning cast of characters led by Chris Pratt's Star-Lord and Zoe Saldana's Gamora. Adam Warlock, a strong cosmic hero, is going to be one of the most fascinating new additions to the franchise. His appearance comes 6 years after the post-credit scenes in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 set up his creation, as a direct tease that he would play a role in the trilogy finale. Following the first glimpse at Will Poulter's MCU hero in the film's first teaser, there's a new picture of Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which shows him in a costume that has borrowed some of the critical characteristics of the comics, while also updating his look for the MCU, making him a character I'm sure you can't wait to see on the screen. And now that I'm sure you're all hyped up for the new release, let's talk about when that might be. We've had to wait a little longer than expected, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will finally hit theaters on May 5th, 2023. The film was shot from November 2021 to May 2022, and in order to make the most of the sets, the Hollywood special, which you can watch right now on Disney+, was shot at the same time and takes place between Thor: Love and Thunder and the third film. The threequel has already set a new world record for the most makeup appliances manufactured for a single production, surpassing The Grinch. And there is no such thing as a small enough record, so this is all impressive. But now it's time for some of the most important info. And that's what the movie is basically about. If we weren't previously concerned about a Guardian dying, the official synopsis for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 amplified our concerns. This edition starts off with our favorite misfits who have settled into life on Nowhere. Yet it isn't long before the echoes of Rocket's violent past upend their lives. Still suffering from Gamora's death, Peter Quill must unite the squad around him on a risky quest to save Rocket's life. A mission that, if not completed successfully, might very well mean the end of the Guardians as we know them. We've always known that the third film will be the finale of this trilogy, and Gunn has pledged that it will be the epic conclusion to the story he began with Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014. So, if everyone's dying in the movie, is this the end of Chris Pratt? Only his refusal to rule out a return to the MCU gives us hope for the future. Thor: Love and Thunder did give us a hint as to what the Guardians will be up to next. The Guardians and Thor agreed to react to distress calls from all throughout the world as a result of Gorr the God Butcher murdering gods. Star-Lord advises that the crew divide up so that they can travel the galaxy and aid people as efficiently as possible. We expect Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 to present this storyline aspect as a fast prologue to the main plot of the third film, which has been established in the trailer to be the quest for and an ultimate reunion with Gamora, who vanished after Thanos' huge battle. And finally, let's talk about the cast that will be playing these characters for potentially the last time. The entire cast returns for the trilogy's epic conclusion, including Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan, Pom Klementieff, Vin Diesel, and Bradley Cooper as the iconic Guardians, as well as Sean Gunn, Elizabeth Debicki, Sylvester Stallone, and Michael Rosenbaum, who all take up their roles from previous movies in the series. Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, Maria Bakalova as Cosmo the Space Dog, and Peacemaker's Chikutyo Uji as the High Evolutionary will join them. The cast is quite wide-ranging. There's no news on whether Michael Rooker, Lee Pace, or Kurt Russell will make an appearance. Yes, I know, all of their characters are dead, but that's what flashbacks are for, especially in this final chapter of the trilogy. So nothing is ever too over the top for one of these. And with that, that's all the news I have on all the speculations around Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.